Have you ever wondered what movies looked like before Hollywood put romance in a box? What if I told you there was a time when love stories on screen were bold, daring, and didn't play by anyone's rules? From runaway heiresses and forbidden affairs to clever women rewriting the rules of love, these films set the standard for movie passion before the censors slammed the door. So tonight, we're diving headfirst into the top 15 most romantic pre-code films you should watch today. Let's jump right in. Number 15. It Happened One Night, 1934. Starting off strong at number 15 is a film that basically invented the romantic comedy playbook, It Happened One Night. Directed by Frank Capra, this classic pairs runaway heiress Ellie Andrews with a brash, down-on-his-luck reporter Peter Warren. Sparks fly as they embark on a cross-country road trip filled with quirky mishaps, witty banter, and plenty of will-they-won't-they tension. What makes this film unforgettable isn't just the chemistry between Colbert and Gable, though, trust us, that's off the charts, it's how much fun it has along the way. From the legendary Walls of Jericho scene to the hitchhiking showdown, It Happened One Night feels fresh and flirty even nearly a century later. But here's what really sets it apart. Ellie isn't just a damsel in distress, and Peter isn't just a knight in shining armor. They challenge each other, they bicker, and in the end, they actually make each other better. The movie swept the Oscars. Best Picture, Director, Actor, Actress, and Screenplay, an achievement that's still rare today. If you're only going to watch one classic romance, start here. It's witty, fast-paced, and undeniably swoon-worthy. Number 14. Trouble in Paradise, 1932. If elegance and mischief had a love child, it would be Trouble in Paradise. Directed by Ernst Lubitsch, Hollywood's king of sophisticated comedy, this film follows two professional thieves, Gaston and Lily, whose romantic partnership gets complicated when they target the beautiful and clever Madame Collet. Set in a shimmering Paris that feels almost like a dream, Trouble in Paradise is less about crime and more about the dizzying excitement of romance. The witty script zips along, peppered with double entendres and sparkling dialogue. But don't let the humor fool you. Under the surface, it's a surprisingly honest look at attraction, loyalty, and the games we play for love. Lubitsch's direction is all about what's not said, doors that close just out of frame, glances that speak volumes, and a sense that, in the end, falling in love is the greatest heist of all. No film embodies the phrase, "they don't make them like they used to," quite like this one. If you like your romance with a side of wit, pour yourself a glass of champagne and settle in. Number 13. Redheaded Woman, 1932. Sliding into number 13 with a wink and a smirk is Redheaded Woman, starring Jean Harlow at her mischievous best. Harlow plays Lil Andrews, a secretary with her sights set on the boss, and she won't let anything get in her way. What makes this film so remarkable is how it lets Lil own her ambition and charm, with Harlow lighting up every scene. The film's not shy about showing how Lil uses brains and boldness to climb the social ladder, but it does it with a wink and a sense of fun. At a time when most movies punish bad girls, Redheaded Woman dares to let Lil win. Harlow's performance is sharp, funny, and surprisingly sympathetic. She's not a villain, she's a survivor, and you can't help but root for her. Add in snappy dialogue, lavish costumes, and a supporting cast that includes Chester Morris and Una Merkel, and you've got a film that's as entertaining as it is groundbreaking. Watching Lil outsmart the men around her isn't just fun, it's exhilarating. If you want a romance that's as spicy as it is sweet, don't miss this one. Number 12. Design for Living, 1933. Let's get unconventional. At number 12, with Design for Living, Ernst Lubitsch's sparkling adaptation of a Noel Coward play. Here's the setup. A free-spirited woman finds herself torn between two best friends, played by Gary Cooper and Frederick March. Rather than pick one, she decides, why not both? That's right. This is a pre-code film that puts its cards on the table, suggesting that love doesn't always fit into tidy boxes. The trio's gentleman's agreement not to let romance get in the way of friendship quickly unravels, leading to a series of witty, sophisticated, and delightfully risque situations. What makes Design for Living stand out is its refusal to judge its characters. Instead, it invites the audience to laugh with them, root for them, and maybe even envy them a little. The script is packed with sharp lines, clever reversals, and the kind of cosmopolitan charm that define the era. If you're tired of love triangles where everyone ends up unhappy, give this one a try. It's a romance for rebels wrapped in Art Deco elegance. Number 11. One-Way Passage, 1932. Number 11 on our list is a hidden gem that proves love stories don't always need happy endings to be unforgettable. In One-Way Passage, William Powell and Kay Francis play two strangers who meet by chance on a ship bound for San Francisco. He's a condemned man on his way to execution. She's terminally ill. Not exactly a recipe for lighthearted romance, but trust us, this film will sweep you off your feet. The magic of One-Way Passage lies in its bittersweet tone. There's an urgency to every stolen moment, every shared glance. Powell and Francis have a chemistry that feels both effortless and electric. Their romance unfolds in moonlit decks, crowded bars, and secret rendezvous, with both characters clinging to the happiness they find in each other, even as time runs out. What makes the film so poignant is its sense of fate. Two lives colliding at the perfect and most impossible moment. The supporting cast adds warmth and humor, making the heartbreak all the more powerful. Bring tissues for this one. It's proof that sometimes the most romantic stories are the ones that never quite get a tomorrow. Number 10. The Divorcee, 1930. Kicking down the doors at number 10 is The Divorcee, a film that's as daring today as it was scandalous in 1930. Norma Shearer stars as Jerry, a woman whose world is turned upside down when she discovers her husband's infidelity. Instead of quietly forgiving him, Jerry decides to fight fire with fire. And the result is a smart, unflinching look at double standards in love and marriage. Shearer's performance is bold and deeply sympathetic. She gives Jerry a mix of vulnerability and strength that's rarely seen in early talkies. The film doesn't just flirt with controversy, it dances with it, suggesting that women should have the same freedom as men to make mistakes, move on, and find happiness on their own terms. With sleek direction, glamorous costumes, and a script that feels remarkably modern, The Divorcee is more than just a time capsule. It's a manifesto. Watching Jerry reclaim her life and dignity is both thrilling and cathartic. This is pre-code Hollywood at its bravest and its most romantic. Number 9. Grand Hotel, 1932. All aboard for number 9, where romance mingles with intrigue in the opulent halls of Grand Hotel. This all-star drama weaves together the lives and loves of a handful of guests in Berlin's most glamorous hotel. Greta Garbo plays a lonely ballerina. John Barrymore is the dashing but desperate baron, and Joan Crawford's stenographer finds herself caught between ambition and attraction. What's so remarkable about Grand Hotel is how it balances multiple storylines without ever losing sight of the human heart at the center of it all. Love here isn't just about passion, it's about longing, sacrifice, and the fleeting connections that can change a life. The film's famous line, Grand Hotel, people come, people go, nothing ever happens, is a sly joke. Plenty happens, especially when it comes to romance. With its Art Deco sets, swirling camera work, and a cast that defined Hollywood glamour, Grand Hotel is the kind of movie that makes you want to dress up just to watch it. It's the gold standard of ensemble romance and a perfect introduction to pre-code style. Number 8. 3 on a Match, 1932. Next up at number 8 is 3 on a Match, a drama that packs more intrigue and romance into an hour than most films manage in 2. Joan Blondell, Anne Dvorak, and Bette Davis star as childhood friends whose lives take wildly different paths, but always seem to circle back to each other. The film is known for its fast pace, sharp dialogue, and unflinching look at love, loyalty, and the choices that define us. There's romance, yes, but there's also heartbreak, suspense, and enough plot twists to keep you guessing. Blondell's character in particular brings warmth and humor to the story, while Dvorak delivers a haunting portrait of a woman spiraling out of control. 3 on a Match doesn't pull its punches. It's a film about the highs and lows of love, the risks we take, and the friends who help us through. If you like your romance with a side of melodrama and a dash of danger, This one's for you. Number 7. Lady for a Day, 1933. Rolling in at number 7 is Lady for a Day, a fairy tale with a Depression-era twist. Apple Annie is a street vendor whose fortunes change when a kindly gangster, Dave the Dude, helps her pose as a society lady to impress her visiting daughter. Romance blossoms not just for Annie, but for those around her, as kindness begets more kindness. What makes this film special is its heart. Capra directs with his signature mix of sentiment and humor, crafting a story that's both funny and deeply moving. The romance is tender and understated, growing out of friendship and respect rather than grand gestures. Lady for a Day reminds us that love can bloom in the unlikeliest of places, and that sometimes the truest romances are the ones built on trust and generosity. If you're in the mood for something uplifting, this is the pick-me-up you need. Number 6. A Free Soul, 1931. At number 6 is A Free Soul, a film that smolders with intensity and passion. Norma Shearer stars as Jan Ash, a spirited young woman who finds herself torn between her respectable fiancé and a magnetic gangster, Ace Wilfong. The result is a heady mix of courtroom drama, family conflict, and irresistible attraction. What sets A Free Soul apart is its willingness to tackle complicated emotions head-on. Jan isn't afraid to follow her heart, even when it leads her into dangerous territory. Shearer's performance is fearless, matched by Gable's electric screen presence. Their scenes together crackle with chemistry and tension. This film is a reminder that romance isn't always neat or easy. Sometimes it's messy, complicated, and even a little reckless, but that's what makes it so compelling. If you like your love stories with a side of scandal, don't miss this one. Number 5. Morocco, 1930. Now we travel to the windswept deserts of Morocco, where Marlene Dietrich and Gary Cooper ignite the screen in a romance for the ages. Dietrich plays Amy Jolly, a nightclub singer who falls for a foreign legionnaire with a mysterious past. Their love is doomed from the start, but neither can resist the pull. Morocco is famous for its iconic imagery. Dietrich in a tuxedo, planting a kiss that shocked audiences and made history. But beyond the style, it's the film's melancholy atmosphere and the longing in every glance that make it unforgettable. Dietrich and Cooper are both vulnerable and strong, drawn together by fate and torn apart by circumstance. Director Josef von Sternberg paints their love affair with shadows, sand, and song. The film's final scene, Dietrich walking barefoot into the unknown, remains one of the most romantic gestures ever put on film. If you want to see the kind of movie that inspired decades of imitators, start here. Number 4. Babyface, 1933. Crashing in at number 4 is a film that was so bold, censors barely knew what to do with it. Babyface. Barbara Stanwyck stars as Lily Powers, a woman who escapes a hard life by moving to the city and climbing the corporate ladder, using charm, wit, and a refusal to settle for less. What makes Babyface so powerful isn't just Stanwyck's ferocious performance, but how the film frames Lily's ambition as both understandable and admirable. She's a survivor, making her own luck in a world that rarely gives women a break. Along the way, she discovers that love, like life, is complicated, but still worth fighting for. The film's rapid pace, sharp dialogue, and unapologetic attitude make it a true pre-code classic. Watching Lily navigate romance, power, and independence is as thrilling now as it was in 1933. If you're looking for a romance that's equal parts grit and glamour, don't skip this one. Number 3. Love Me Tonight, 1932. Love and laughter are on the menu at number 3 with Love Me Tonight, one of the most delightful musical romances of the era. Maurice Chevalier stars as a tailor who falls head over heels for a princess, Jeanette MacDonald, with songs and hijinks galore. What sets this film apart is its sheer inventiveness. Director Ruben Mamoulian uses camera tricks, innovative editing, and a playful tone to create a world where love really does make the world go round. The musical numbers are catchy and clever, seamlessly woven into the story. Chevalier and MacDonald's chemistry is light as air, but there's real feeling beneath the surface. Love Me Tonight is the kind of film that makes you believe in fairy tales without ever forgetting the power of a good joke. If you need a pick-me-up, this one will have you humming and grinning in no time. Number 2. The Bitter Tea of General Yin, 1933. At number 2 is one of Frank Capra's most haunting and beautiful films, The Bitter Tea of General Yin. Barbara Stanwyck stars as Megan Davis, an American missionary caught in the chaos of Civil War China, who finds herself drawn to the enigmatic General Yin. The film is a visually stunning exploration of forbidden love and cultural barriers. Capra's direction is lush and atmospheric, painting a world that's both dangerous and intoxicating. Stanwyck's performance is heartfelt and honest, while Astor's General Yin is a complex, tragic figure. What makes The Bitter Tea of General Yin so compelling is its willingness to tackle issues of race, power, and desire with nuance and empathy. The romance is bittersweet, full of longing and sacrifice. It's a film that lingers long after the credits roll, a testament to love's ability to transcend even the most insurmountable obstacles. Number 1. Night Nurse, 1931. Finally, at number 1, we have Night Nurse, a pre-code shocker that's also one of the most unexpectedly romantic films of its time. Barbara Stanwyck plays Laura Hart, a trainee nurse who stumbles into a web of danger, deception, and, yes, romance. What starts as a gritty drama quickly becomes a wild ride, with Stanwyck's Laura showing both bravery and compassion as she fights to protect her patients. Along the way, she finds love in the most unlikely place, with a charming, street-smart bootlegger. The film is notable for its fast pace, no-nonsense heroine, and a romance that feels genuinely earned. Laura and her love interest don't fall for each other in a haze of glamour. They find connection in the midst of chaos, proving that sometimes love isn't about grand gestures, but about standing by each other when it matters most. Night Nurse is a testament to the strength and resilience of women and the power of love to bloom even in the darkest circumstances. It's a perfect finale to our countdown. And there you have it, the 15 most romantic pre-code films that you should watch today. From wisecracking comedies to heart-wrenching dramas, these films prove that love was never more daring, clever, or irresistible than during Hollywood's wildest years. So, grab your popcorn, invite someone special, and let these silver screen classics sweep you off your feet. Which one are you watching first? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more vintage movie magic.